Everyone ready?
A little bit
Good
ago.
morning. We'll call the meeting to order. And who's going to do our prayer, Daryl?
You y'all are stuck with me.
Would you mind giving the invocation, please?
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day you've given us. Thank you for all those that are gathered here today to conduct the county's business. Just be with this special time. The county's business coming up is runoff election. The voters are turning out to decide who to carry them forward into the future. Just pray also that you give us some relief in the way of rain to take care of our land and get everything drained back up. Pray for safety of those that are responding to fires across the state, across the nation. Just ask it all in your name.
Thank you, Daryl. Are we any special guests? We have a sheriff and an election officer, I guess, there. I have no one signed up, to my knowledge, for citizens' comments. How about considering the approval of minutes from the previous meeting? Sean? Here you go.
I move we approve the minutes, let's see, from May 9th, 2022, as presented by the county clerk.
Motion and a second. All in favor? That's done. I understand we do have a investment report.
Yes, it is.
Or a-
Quarterly investment report. Says the undersigned Commissioners Court of Brown County, Texas hereby certify that Ann Carhoon, CIO Treasurer, and Gary Worley, CIO Commissioner Precinct 1, presented the Brown County Quarterly Investment Report ending March 31, 2022. And the report is accepted as presented. And everybody has a copy of that report in front of you. If there are any questions, we will be glad to answer them. And we made a whopping $3,360.57 in interest for the first quarter.
Another on CDs.
That's on the CDs, and that's as much as you can, as much as CDs are making right now, which is very little.
Okay. That carries us to item 7, which is our agenda. Do you want to jump on straight to item C with Bart Johnson, so he can go on about his business of the day?
Thank you. This won't take long.
Morning, Bart.
Morning. It's that time of year that the TAC pool meets. They have met as of this last week to determine what the rates would be set for the TAC pool for the coming year. The claims experience period they use is basically May to April 30th, May 1st, April 30th. At that time, we were running around 102%. So what that means is we're paying more claims than premium. It's not a broken record. When I say this, it's that way almost every year. However, this year we are running a little better than we were last year. Last year we were at 108% claim versus premium. We're at 102 this year. We have several large claimants, some in the tune of over $250 million. However, last year we had 15 at this time. This year we only have 10. So we're gaining steam in the right direction. I do not have the rates. We will have the rates this week of what our renewal is expected to be, and I'll be back with you after that. But we also have to do what we call a webinar or seminar. It's usually a couple of hours with TAC. We'll be at that meeting, and they'll tell us all the reasoning behind their rating structure, and then I'll be back here to inform you how that goes. So I'd like to give you an indication, but I just don't have an indication what it'll be right now. main thing today, all I want to tell you is this is all in motion, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with the rates for the next year. I will tell you, I'll reiterate once again that when you're running over 100% claim utilization, any commercial carrier out there would give you probably either a non-renewal or 50 to 60% rate increase. That's not going to happen in that type pool. That will not happen. It will be very favorable. So, and though I expect a rate increase, hopefully it'll be modest. But that's really all I had today. Does y'all have any questions?
You know how the pool as a whole, or how they going on their usage? Do you know that?
Their goal is 94%, and the pool is running right at 98%. Now, I'll learn more of that, Commissioner Kelton, in this week. But I know that their goal is 94% claim utilization. They're not quite there. But that was as of February.
So we're by no means the only one.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
no, the pool, one of the things with our group is that we're an older population. People don't leave here. They stay, they retire here. So it's an older population of employees. So Jennifer, she's like 25.
Totally, 25. Go with that.
It brings up how old is old, but anyway.
Yeah, let's define old. But anyway, we'll have more information for you here in a couple of weeks, but I'll be back on the agenda for that. Any other questions? All right, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bart.
See y'all.
We'll see you in a few weeks.
Right.
We go back to item A, which is going to be discussion on the burn ban. He says leave it on.
Leave it in place.
Well, I kind of think the same thing. I mean, I know we got a little rain, but there's still some fires around us and it's windy and your recommendation, sir, is the same, I presume.
Yes, sir.
And it says that we're in, part of the county's in drought and part of it shows to be an exceptional drought. Or we're shown to be an extreme drought and exceptional drought, according to this map. So I believe it. So I guess we'll take no action, but next week, which I guess we probably need to meet on Tuesday before the burn ban expires, we'll need to talk about perhaps reinstating the burn ban at the next meeting, so it doesn't expire before the 29th. Which takes us to item B, which I don't see Lisa here from the health department, so I guess we'll not have that. So item D, Larry is here, Larry Franks. We're going to canvass, consider possible action approval to canvass the May 7th, 22 special election.
You want one for Mr.
I don't know. See if you get it there. I got two.
And all we have, good morning, pleasure, gentlemen. All we have are the two propositions. All the other elections, the cities and schools and Board Development Board, they all canvass their own election. That's why we're not canvassing those. For the state of Texas, Proposition 1, 4, and absentee voting, we had 338, early voting 1,246, election day 917, for a total of 2,501. Against, we had absentee of 27, early voting of 162.
Wait a minute,
election
you
day
said
of
against?
I'm sorry?
Did you say against?
Yes, sir. Total against was 311, so
Okay.
the fours of 2,501 versus 311 against.
Okay.
That proposition was passed. State of Texas, now that's for Brown County. It's not, I mean, it's a statewide proposition, but this is just Brown County. For state of Texas, Proposition number 2, 4, in absentee voting, we had 343. Early voting, we had 1,217. Election day, 893, for a total of 2,453. And then against, on the absentee voting, we had 26. Early voting, 198. Election day, 153, for a total of 377. So the votes for of 2,453 and votes against 377. That one will also pass. And I would entertain a motion to accept. And
Yeah, what you said. Entertain a motion to accept the.
Well, I move
election
we
results.
approve the canvassing of votes of special election that's held May 7, 2022.
second.
A motion and a second. No other discussion. All in favor? Thank you, Larry. That's done.
And the copy you have in your hand is the unofficial, that's the official.
I don't know, I suppose that goes to Sharon. Thank
You
you.
have to sign.
Do I have to sign it? Okay.
Do you know how this election turned out statewide?
I do not, yeah. We had 1 week to tear down from that. We've already started early voting
I know.
on the
Today.
primary runoffs, yes. So we had that 1 week to tear down and reprogram it. It's just.
Is early
I was
voting,
by there this morning. and voted.
Good, good.
is
Thanks,
early
sir.
voting going to be all week?
Yes, ma'am. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday will be 8 to 5. Thursday and Friday is 7 to 7. And then election day is next Tuesday, the 24th, 7 to 7, at all the polling locations. And we did that because we have 3 county races.
Well, I'm kind of hope everybody gets out to vote. So, thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Item E is the Honorable Gary Worley, Commissioner Precinct 1, consideration and possible approval of purchasing a vehicle.
We have a service truck in precinct 1 that is 2003 model, given quite a bit of trouble. And I've had Don Bostic Auto search for one, he's found one, and I don't know what the numbers are gonna be on it yet. Until we get it back here, but I just want approval to purchase a truck. It'll be under the 50,000 bid price, so
It's going to be purchased from your fund, out of your precinct.
out of my precinct fund, yes.
Well, so we need to put that back on the agenda, I guess, after you receive it.
Yeah.
Do that, so.
After I find out what the total number is gonna be. So I move that we approve purchasing another vehicle for precinct 1 from the precinct 1 funds.
That'd be within the guidelines of the bidding.
Yeah.
Of the bidding law. Okay. I'll have a motion and a second. All in favor? Item F is the Honorable Vance Hill, Brown County Sheriff, consideration and possible approval of employee changes with an S.
Good morning.
Yeah, more than one.
Yeah, typical thing.
Yeah.
I'm replacing 2 jailers, Rita Dwayne and Christopher Williamson. They're the 2 jailers that I moved into the police academy. I want to let y'all know that that's going really well. The first candidate we sent, he's going to be graduating in a couple of weeks, so we're pretty excited about that. Anyway, back to the jailers, I hired Timothy Harrell to replace Rita Dwayne at a rate of $36,000 per year, and that's the salary she was making. So there's no change there. The other one is replacing Christopher Williamson, the jailer, with Robert Hodges at a rate of $36,000 per year, no change. And then I hired a Deputy Ricky Herring to replace a position that I've had open since June of 21. The deputy at that time was making $54,215 per year. I'm hiring Ricky Herring at a rate of $42,261, which is the current deputy starting wages. That's the only 3 that I have.
Does the deputy have any other pay?
There's gonna be certification today.
Certification.
I'll submit that probably next week. He is a master police officer, so it's $225. That's
I
it.
move we approve the employee changes in the sheriff's office.
Did I say, did I hear a second? I hear a second, okay. Any other questions? All in favor? I guess that passes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Sheriff.
That leads us to the paying of the bills after we sign this. Did we miss anything? So item 8 is consideration and approval and payment of any bills needed. Have a motion to pay the bills?
Second.
Have a second? All in favor? Bills are paid. Now we're open to commissioners' comments. Any comments? Any commissioner comments? Did I miss anything? Anybody else need it? Okay, yes, sir. I didn't get a information to speak thing, but what have you got?
Yeah, real quick, I have one request. My name's Howard Whitney, I live in High Top, out to the lake, damn fire department.
Okay.
When you turn on Davis Street, they have several speed bumps, and speed limit sign, which is great, and Penn's the same one, but one over. When you turn left on High Top, they don't have any speed bumps or speed signs. And this time of year, it's taking, these people are hauling when they turn that corner going into the marina, going to the, Friday, Saturday night, especially when they have their bands. I'm requesting at least one speed bump. You can see where one was with an alleyway.
That would be in precinct 4,
Yeah, please.
and Larry is
Yeah,
out. We need to get with Larry on that one, and that's probably the proper way to move forward, so we're really not going to be able to comment.
And we have people with wheelchairs now, they're riding around, and it's getting dangerous for them and older folks. And I live right there now, and they just fly by. And I'm a retired cop, so I can judge their speed. And I know they're doing 25 through that 15. And there's no speed limit sign on either end. One would be appreciated.
If we can get a little note in your, what she's doing right there, she'll get you in contact with Larry. So Larry's been out for a
Yes,
bit,
sir.
but we'll,
Thank you for your time. Appreciate what y'all do. Thank you.
so we kind of broke procedure there, but anything else? Do we need to meet? I think we need to meet just nothing else for the burn ban on the, well, 23rd is Victoria Day in Canada. Does that affect us?
No.
I saw that while going around, but I didn't look at it that close. So I guess, meeting on the 23rd. With that, we're adjourned. Yeah, I just saw that red one go. I had to get pretty close to reading it. 30.